Let's begin our first chapter of Class 10 Physics. Light, reflection and refraction. The topics to be covered are light, reflection of light, spherical mirrors and types of spherical mirrors, ray diagrams, image formation by spherical mirrors, concave and convex, sign convention for reflection of spherical mirrors, mirror formula, refraction of light, lenses, image formation by lenses, ray diagram for lenses, sign convention for lenses, lens formula, power of a lens. Apart from this, there are certain other topics connected with the ones that we have already mentioned. We'll discuss them one by one later. Study of the phenomena of reflection and refraction of light is a part of a specific branch of physics called optics. What is optics? Optics is the branch of physics that studies the behavior and properties of light and the construction of instruments that use or detects it. Now, let us see what is the objective of this lesson. There are a number of wonderful phenomena associated with light, like image formation in a mirror, twinkling of stars, mirage, looming of a ship, and beautiful colors of rainbow. Study of properties of light helps us to explore these phenomena. In this chapter, we aim to deal with a few of them. What is light? When we enter into a dark room, we are unable to see the things around us. But on lighting up, everything will become visible. So what is light? Light is that form of energy which enables us to see the objects or things around us. It is an electromagnetic wave. We'll study in detail about electromagnetic wave in the higher classes. Speed of light in vacuum is 3 × 10⁸ meter per second, which is denoted by c. So, the letter c represents the speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 × 10⁸ meter per second. Rectilinear propagation of light. By observing various phenomena shown by light, it is seen that light can travel in a straight path. This phenomenon is called rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation is that property of light which shows that light can travel along a straight line or a straight path. So, throughout this chapter, we are discussing this property and phenomenon associated with it. Since light can travel in a straight path, we are going to represent light using a straight line with an arrowhead or a ray. Now, what is a ray of light? A straight line drawn in the direction of propagation of light is called a ray of light. It is nothing but a straight line with an arrowhead. Now, beam of light. A beam of light is nothing but a collection of rays of light. There are different types of beams of light. They are parallel beam of light, converging beam of light, and diverging beam of light. A parallel beam of light is represented by a set of rays drawn parallel to each other in a particular direction. The distance between the rays will be equal. A converging beam of light is represented by rays drawn like converging to a particular point. The distance between the rays will keep on decreasing and finally they will meet in a particular point. The third one, diverging beam of light, is represented by rays which are emerging out or diverging out from a particular point. The distance between these rays will keep on increasing. Our next topic is reflection. What is reflection? The bouncing back of a ray of light when it strikes on the boundary between two media is called reflection. For the purpose of convenience, we are using a plane mirror, which can explain the property of reflection of light. In optics, plane mirror is represented by a shaded straight line. The upper portion of the line represents the transparent medium, normally air or glass. A transparent medium allows light to travel within it. The lower shaded portion represents an opaque medium, usually some metal coating. What is an opaque medium? An opaque medium does not allow light to travel within it. This line is the boundary between these two media. This is the place where reflection of light is taking place. Now, here we are having a plane mirror. This is the transparent medium of the mirror. This is made up of glass. This is the opaque medium of the mirror, which is usually made up of metals like aluminium or silver, and it is coated with paint. So, this is the transparent medium and this is the opaque medium. In between these two media, there exists the boundary between two media where reflection is taking place. This line represents the boundary surface between the two media. I am placing this pen over here, very much like this normal that we have drawn here. So, if this pen is normal to or perpendicular to this surface, then this normal or perpendicular represents the plane of reflection. That means the plane from which light will bounce back after reflection. Now, we are going to discuss the process of reflection in detail. So, now we all know that this is a plane mirror. A ray of light is coming from this direction to this plane mirror. That ray is called incident ray. On reaching this point, I have already told you that this shaded portion represents the opaque medium of a mirror. Light will not be able to travel through this medium. So what will happen? This ray of light will bounce back to the medium from which it has come. That ray of light which is bouncing back from the mirror is called reflected ray. The angle which is made by this incident ray and this normal is called angle of incidence or incident angle. On the other hand, the angle which is made by this reflecting ray and the normal is called angle of reflection or reflected angle. Angle of incidence is represented by the letter I and angle of reflection is represented by the letter R. Light shows various phenomena. In order to confirm a phenomenon as reflection, it should obey certain laws. These laws are called laws of reflection. First law. The first law states that the angle of incidence must be equal to angle of reflection. That is, these two angles should be equal. If the first condition is satisfied, then we have to check whether the second law has been obeyed or not to confirm that the phenomenon is reflection. The second law states that the incident ray, normal and reflected ray must lie in the same plane. That is, this is the incident ray, this is the normal and this is the reflected ray. Three of them should lie in the same plane. Otherwise, the phenomenon is not reflection. So, a phenomenon of light can be termed as reflection if and only if both these laws are being obeyed. If any one of these laws are violated, then the phenomenon cannot be considered as reflection. So, now I believe that all of you would have got an idea about the process of reflection and plane mirror. So, let me ask you a question. Suppose a person is standing in a dark room and a mirror is placed in front of him where adequate light is available. Would that person be able to see his image in the mirror? The answer is a big no. He won't be able to see his image. Why? Before that, how are you able to see your image in a mirror? When a person looks into a mirror and if there is adequate light, what will happen? The light rays from the body of that person will reach the mirror and reflect back to his eyes. Thus, his image can be seen in the mirror. So, if a person is in a dark room no light emerges from there. Since there is no reflection, no light rays will reach his eyes. Thus, he won't be able to see his image in the mirror. Another example of reflection can be found in the formation of image of nearby objects on the surface of a water body like river, lake, etc. Here, the light ray from the nearby objects falls on the boundary between air and water surface and gets reflected towards the eyes of an observer. Then we are able to see the image of those objects. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel for more updates.